are conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Buckeyes offense comes on the field to open this game. One of the many prizes in the Ohio State trophy case is that wooden turtle, the Illibut Trophy. The last time they took it in Illinois, the Buckeyes, a big win to maintain control of that.
The Buckeyes were incredibly focused and dialed in, not only as a coaching staff, but I think the players as well. I think that'll also be a big factor in today's game. Buckeyes gained some confidence last time they played Illinois. Illinois trying to pull off a big upset today, and let's see how it plays out. The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback keeps the football. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a quick third down test on this opening drive of the game. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss, and it sets up a fourth down.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be fair caught at the 30. Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country, and he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Opening drive for this defense, and boy, they come out meaning business. A big-time sack on 3rd down brings up a 4th down and an opportunity here to gain some momentum early.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to kick it away.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Ohio State and Illinois, a trophy game. Illinois, it was a live turtle was the reward up until 1925. Then they chose to make a wooden trophy. But, Kurt, you played in this game against some pretty good Illinois teams back in your day.
Yeah, unfortunately, some really good Illinois teams. And I think it's probably one of the more underrated atmospheres when Illinois gets it going. Champaign is a beautiful city as far as college football is concerned. Their fans get behind them. The wind always seems to be howling. And I'll tell you this, we did not beat them in my time I was there. Jason Berdusco was a quarterback. Before that, Jeff George. They really good defense with Dana Howard, who's one of the better linebackers to ever play in the Big Ten. Simeon Rice, Kevin Hardy. Yeah, Illinois can get it going, and they had the Buckeyes number back in the 80s.
Now they're running on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. To the air, it's Sayin. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Now here he goes. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. He's got it in the open. Finding space at the 20. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. And here's the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff again. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Caught near the goal line. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Short connection to the tight end here. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here we go. First play of the drive under 2 minutes before halftime. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Caught by the receiver. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. Cruel route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, then he made a great throw for that first down. Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to throw. It's Altmaier. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looks to the left, pass caught. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Illinois.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they get the second half started with the running play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back. It's Altmaier. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
That pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. Fielded at the 25. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Screen to the wide receiver. Breaks into the clear. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The Buckeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Coming up, second down and goal. QB decides to keep it here. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from Pater. Comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Illinois has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far.
6. Ohio State 0.
We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Add 6 more points to the total.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Ohio State 7, Illinois 6.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Now here comes the bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Contact as he threw it. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
Now this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Pass incomplete, so here comes the punt team. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Leaning on the run game here late. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. He'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Fair catch made at the 35. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Illinois. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he doesn't make it. The run is stopped short, so the lead remains 5 here in the 4th.
Illinois 12, Ohio State.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Peoples. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Game moves into the 35, 1st down again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Short pass finds the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important during the final minutes. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
So 5-point game, they need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.